Dobrodošli nazaj v našo družbo. Antun, boš kaj večkrat poklical zdaj kavalirja, ki imaš pač zdaj sparkurit, ne, tako rekoč.
Zdaj, ko sem z Okijem na ti, zdaj pa ob naslednji selitvi kar direkt omaro gor pa
To, a veš, to je tudi praktično, ne? Saj, če se selimo po centru, ki je zaprt za promet, v bistvu kavalir, ne? Jaz se spomnim pri nas, pri Ani Monro, ne, v uličnem gledališču, smo velikrat kavalirja poklicali, ko imamo v strogem centru kakšna prizorišča za predstave, pa je treba zdaj neke kostume prepeljati, ne, in je kavalir idealen, ne. Lahko vas zapelje v bistvu tudi na prizorišča Ane Desetnice, ne, ki se zdaj mudi okrog po Ljubljani, no, sploh tamle okrog Cukrarne. Mi bomo pa skočili, kaj ne, Antun, na aktualne novice, po aktualnih novicah pa nekaj več o palačinkah. To je pa moja priljubljena tema. Tako. A se je že kdo kdaj razburil nad palačinkami? Jaz ne vem. Juš, ti?
Ne, nikoli. Nikoli še, verjetno tudi se to nikoli ne bo zgodilo. V vsakem primeru pa se s kavalerijem lahko zapeljeta tudi do drevesa leta. Namreč v Ljubljani bomo tudi letos izbirali torej drevo leta. Odločitev o kandidatih za ta naziv občina znova in v celoti prepušča meščankam in meščanom. Predloge zbirajo do 31. avgusta prek spletne povezave dostopne na strani MOL. Za prvo drevo leta je pred 2 letoma bila razglašena mogočna platana, ki stoji na vogalu Streliške in Štrosmajerjeve ulice. Lani pa je ta laskavi naziv pripadal bukvi, ki stoji na vrtu pred hišo na Vodnikovi cesti 93. V okviru rednega vzdrževanja na javnih zelenih površinah v Ljubljani odgovorni zasadijo od 300 do 600 drevorednih dreves vsako leto. Zdaj pa, da se prepričamo o tem, da je platana res tako lepa, ne, da je bila upravičeno nagrajena pa kar na teren, namreč Klemen je ob drevesu oziroma pred drevesom ali pa celo za drevesom.
Pravno se ti javljam iz terena, kjer smo na lokaciji, kjer so 2019 okronali prvo drevo leta, leži na stičišču Štrosmajerjeve in Streliške in ta mogočna platana je dobila prva naziv drevo leta, lani je bila to bukov iz Vodnikove, no letos pa bodo meščani in meščanke, kot že omenjeno, lahko izbrali drevo leta. Zelo lepo ga je videti, če ste kje blizu, si ga lahko pogledate na stičišču Štrosmajerjeve in Streliške, zelo mogočna platana.
Klemen, hvala, zdaj pa vračam besedo nazaj v studio in sicer, če sta z 2 vprašanji, najprej me zanima, ali ste že kdaj posadila kakšno drevo in drugič, seveda, za katero drevo boste glasovala letos? Kakšni so favoriti?
Jaz bom moral favorite še preveriti. Ne? Smo pa zasadili tudi kakšno drevo. Jaz se spomnim, da sem enkrat zasadil oljko.
Lepo.
A ne?
Jaz sem eno, pa ne vem, kaj je bila, vem pa, da smo pod vsako drevo okoli bajte dali en tolarski kovanec. Za srečo.
Lahko bi bila drevo leta, ne, ta mogočna lipa, ki stoji tamle na Borštnikovem trgu. Ne, ki so jo tudi že ukrepili. Tako da, ja. Pojdimo pogledat na spletno stran mestne občine, katera drevesa so pa letos v kategoriji, v tekmovanju za drevo leta 2021. Medtem, ko pa razmišljamo o drevesih, se pa sprostimo o prispevku, ki ga je z nas pripravila Pija. Pogovarjala se je o palačinkah. In to ne kar s kom, z mojstrom palačink iz tujine. Tako da, morda ne bo vse v slovenščini. Se gledamo.
Dragi gledalci, lepo pozdravljeni. Danes vam javljam iz tržnice in sicer nov lokal se je odprl, Norma 23, tukaj na Pogačarjevem trgu. Danes je precej bučno zaradi odprte kuhinje. Z mano pa je tudi že Mika Aleksis, kuhar iz Francije, ki bo poskrbel za prav francosko kuhinjo tukaj v Normi 23. Hello, very nice to have you today.
Dobar dan, everybody.
So you're a true French chef, I hear.
Yes, I'm true French chef, and I'm happy to be in Slovenia, and I'm happy to work for this beautiful project on this place, and with this fantastic sun today, we are very happy. And Toito?
So you will bring the true French cuisine here to Slovenia, and you will specify what? I hear you are going to make some pancakes. Is it okay if I say pancakes?
Absolutely. Pancake is on the world. Every country have its tradition of pancake, its recipe of pancake. Here I decide to bring my tradition, my recipe to make the new thing. Why not? We are not competitor. It's just completely different. Here, the second thing. When I brought the recipe of my pancake here, is a big tradition in Bretagne. Okay, we will say for the galette, we have both. We have galette is buckwheat, is helda. This is salty. We can also make some sweet, and we have palachinke, crepe. This one is sweet. And this one is he arrived in France like in 19th century approximately, but he exists much more before. And galette, helda, we find some trace on the 7,000 before Jesus Christ. Can you imagine? This is for the story, but he came really in kitchen on the tradition in the beginning of 19th century in France. But this is a big tradition. Me, for example, I cook palachinke. My first palachinke I cook, I was 8 years old. Can you imagine? 8 years old. After, what the owner of this place wants of Normaton 23, it's to bring something different. I'm lucky because I was working with the palachinke of my life, and I started by my grandfather and my grandmother, they farmer, and so I know what is when you have to talk about earth, about vegetable, about palachinke, and so this is real science. Many people told me, oh, okay, it's palachinke. No. Is not palachinke. Here is palachinke with a lot of respect of tradition and science. For example,
so Slovene and French crepes are different?
Yes, it's different, but it's different by the process. It's different by the process. After, I'm nobody to say we are better. Of course, we are different. We are different. I try 2-3 shops here. We don't have the same process. That's it. But it's okay. For me, it was a good palachinke. But it's completely different. For example, I show to the people in our kitchen how to make the gluten the more elastic possible down, not elastic. This is real technique, and this is.
Aren't they? Then it's harder to roll them.
Alors, is opposite. More your palachinke is the more the gluten is down, and more your palachinke will be sponge, will be beautiful, and on mouth, it's fantastic because it disappears in your mouth. It's not elastic. So this is one secret I show in kitchen here, how to do this, and many another, of course. I'm lucky to be 50 on the top 50 by Goemio, top 50 on the best creperia in the world. When in France we have 7,000 creperies, just in Bretagne 5,000. Can you imagine? So when
only 2,000 for all other friends.
Yeah, every part, but we are just 15 on the world to have this master. And in France, we are maybe 10, 15 to be master chef. So this is my big secret. But it's not just this. Here we don't talk about just palachinke. I'm cook also, and I'm a chef cook, and I cook for a long time. And my road. My road is huge. I was working for Macron in Élysée Palace. I was working in Ritz Hotel in Paris. my teacher was Best Craft France, this famous meilleur ouvrier de France. Some compagnon is some cook respects the tradition from 200 years ago. Is a real tradition. I'm from this way. I defend the famous chef of the cook of the king. No, chef of the king and king of the chef. Auguste Escoffier was the best chef on the world. He created absolutely every sauce. When today on every kitchen on the world, when you eat one sauce, sorry. And the preparation is about one stock beef, chicken stock, hollandaise, mayonnaise, etc., etc. Is Auguste Escoffier crée this sauce. He have one repertoire of 5,000 recipes. He crée for the world, and every chef on the kitchen know Auguste Escoffier is a chef of the king of the chef. So I'm very happy because this association is very strong on the world. Our president international is a chef of Ritz Hotel, and Auguste Escoffier was the first chef on the Ritz Hotel. He created the brigade in kitchen, you know, where you have the chef, sous chef, line cook. Is Auguste Escoffier created this. So it's fantastic, and many other things. Now, when we don't throw it in garbage, the food, it's because him. He created this environment protect environment, everything. It's fantastic. So I'm ready to be president of this association in Croatia. So I'm very happy. I will be introduced in September. It's very solennel, you know. It's very.
But are you staying here still?
Alors, here I will come sometime. I will come, to check see everything is okay, to create some new recipe. Yes, I will be on the back of this restaurant all the time, of course. And plus is my friend here. We are friends now. Before I was consultant, now we are friends. And I really love this place. I really like Slovenia. Ljubljana is fantastic. Your country is beautiful, really beautiful.
Well, it's gonna be even more beautiful and tastier with you. Now let's take a little break to go to the commercials, tako da ostanite z nami, še malce več o palačinkah bova povedala po oglasih. Pozdravljeni nazaj, kot sem obljubila, bomo danes tukaj pred Normo 23 pod arkadami na Pogačarjevem trgu še malce spregovorili o palačinkah. Let's focus now a little bit on the menu. So you're preparing the whole menu. We will have crepes, we will have galettes, we will have, I hear, even some quiche. Yeah. But what kind? You said that there is more than 5,000 recipes in the world. You probably are not going to put all of them on the menu.
No. When I said 5,000 recipes, is about creating by Auguste Escoffier. 5,000 recipes, not by the crepe, with the traditional kitchen, okay? We talk here about traditional kitchen when we talk about Auguste Escoffier. But crepe Suzette is Auguste Escoffier, for example. So here we talk about 5,000 recipes, but on our traditional recipe we have almost, I don't know, it's impossible to make quantification, you know, because this is just Auguste Escoffier. He created 5,000 recipes, he writes on the book, and more. So here we don't talk about these 5,000 recipes, we talk about traditional recipe. Traditional recipe is how to make parfait galette and how to make parfait palatchinke, parfait crepe. After, when you have your base of galette and crepe, up to you to put what you want on the top. It's like a tartine. It's like tartine. So you have the base, and after, up to you. And here I make my intervention on the professional cook. So I show how to cook sous vide, how to make the beautiful dish, to make agrément this galette, pancake, you know, and this is, I will say, this is what is a little bit different with another shop. Here we cook. I mean, the preparation is huge. We have a lot of preparation for every galette, on what we will put on the top, every crepe. Everything is cooking, preparing, everything is homemade. Everything is homemade, the sauce is homemade, palatschinke is homemade, palatschinke is fresh eggs, fresh milk, every day, every day. We change every day. This is how it's look a little bit different. Everything is preparing by love. This is kitchen. The kitchen, or you like, or you don't like, but when you really like, you have to prepare everything homemade, everything. The quiche is homemade, quiche Lorraine, vegetable, because we think about vegetarian people too. So we have vegetarian.
Vegans also? Yeah, you can make without eggs and milk.
It can be vegan for something, but for galette, yes, galette, ratatouille is vegan. Vegetable, we prepare today a beautiful vegetable with one ancestral technique. I just make now is a julienne with a carrot and the celery is beautiful. This can be for the vegan. So we try to think about everybody, but we are
even some non-gluten, right?
Yes, absolutely, because the galette Elda is gluten-free, and quiche, we make some quiche with gluten-free too. What is good, but here we talk about vegan, but people can be intolerant is okay, but if they're sick, là c'est no, because of course we work in kitchen with a normal flour too, so it can fly, you know. So it can be, yes, you can come to try. This is the best, but you can buy one part of quiche or to buy the full quiche to go home to baking on the oven, and it's fantastic.
So, for example, what will quiche have inside? What will be the main ingredients?
Alors, for now we make some tests, but we have the traditional one. This one is quiche Lorraine. It's from east of the France. Quiche Lorraine, you have inside ham, pancetta, and some technique. Okay, it's beautiful. I really love it, with one green salad, homemade sauce. I show also how to make beautiful homemade sauce salad. So the combination is perfect if you want one, I will say one fast lunch something, but you have to wait, because here we don't reheating inside the microwave. We're reheating inside the oven, like a traditional, to be beautiful. So you have to wait, of course, the time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but it's for your pleasure.
Well, it's worth to wait, of course. What would you say will be, do you already know for the crepes and galettes, what will be, which one would you especially recommend?
Yeah, I just want to finish with the quiche. We will have also the quiche with vegetable, like spinach quiche for vegetarian. So voilà. Alors, for galette is salty. Traditional is salty, but people the person doesn't eat gluten-free. We can put chocolate on the top. We can put sugar, chocolate, everything, because you will not feel. You will feel completely the difference if it's salty on sweet, and the preparation is different. Galette, for example, we have the beautiful mushroom. We make some preparation with mushroom, with some cream. Cream is recipe from Normandy. It's beautiful.
So you're not only making Bretagne recipes, you're doing all French recipes.
Absolutely, absolutely. We make actually is recipe from all regions of the France. What is traditional here is the preparation of galette and crepe, the dough. But for everything what you put on top, it came from Nice, ratatouille. Ratatouille is sud of the France. So here we have ratatouille. We have ratatouille, beautiful homemade ratatouille, we make agrementation with what you want. But this one, for example, is a vegan, is a veggie and vegan, because you have galette, Elda, and you have ratatouille. So it's fantastic. And you have this both combination is beautiful.
So what about the crepes? Are they always sweet?
Alors, crepe is always sweet, of course. It's always sweet because it's better. And the crepe, we have the base, and we put also we cook some apple, yabuka, apple. We make flambé apple with a calvados is one alcohol of yabuka. So we make flambé, but the alcohol disappears completely. It's just to make preparating of apple. Banana we flambé with rum to make preparating is the same. And we have my famous aumônière is one bag. Inside you have caramel sauce butter salty. It's beautiful. You will try after. We have inside some shortbread homemade. We made a little bit salty. It's beautiful. We have ice cream vanilla. We have apple inside, and we close. And it's absolutely delicious.
You close it like a bag?
Yeah, like a aumônière, like a bag. We close it, and it's absolutely wonderful.
So it doesn't matter in what way it is closed. It can be rolled, it can be a triangle.
No, this one it needs to be closed, but just this one. After we have approximately for the technique, or to close the palatschinke or to make nicely, we have more to 15 possibility. But here it will be up to you, up to them in kitchen to be creative and to do. Me, I came here, I give every base, I control everything, I give every recipe, and after up to them to follow my recipe and to be creative. This is the best.
So they might change in a while?
Yes, they can change everything if they want, but I will control every time. They will create one recipe, they will ask me to try, and I will give my agreement, of course.
So I have to ask you know so much about pancakes. How long are you making pancakes professionally?
Professionally, it's not so long. Professionally, I don't remember, but I make pancakes. I was 8 years old, so it's and the pancake of my grandmother, of course, is the best.
So which were the first pancakes you made? Will we also eat them here?
It's very good. It's very good. Not like my grandmother, but it's very good. Very tasty, very good, with a lot of tradition and big respect of everything inside. We respect everything, eggs, flour, everything is very calibrated. It's like to cooking with 1 gram of thing. It's pastry. So it's very, very square. Very well.
So, do you think is it good that we order like galette for the main dish and some crepes for dessert?
Oh, so you have to do. Même if you don't feel to eat one dessert because you are full, you have to take the most simple crepe just to try the crepe, and this is what you need to do. But I want also to say that, the crepe, you can come here just to take crepe with one tea, to eat one crepe, it's fantastic too. You can eat the morning. For example, we have one beautiful galette for the morning. Is named La Complète. The complète is 1 galette, 1 eggs, cheese, first qualité, ham, first qualité. We close it and you eat like this. You explode the yellow on your galette and salt and pepper, and you eat like this. It's wonderful for the morning. It's wow, I love it. So this is one of our best seller in France, actually. It's not complex, but it's very best seller.
It sounds a lot of food. Is it okay for lunch as well?
Yes, absolutely. You can eat 1 like this and 1 dessert. It's no problem. Look, I'm thin, no? And I eat a lot.
Yeah, they always say don't trust too thin chef, you know?
Yeah, but I lose 10 kilos. So, it's 1 year we don't work, so we don't test. And for me, the most important is not the chef thin or fat. what is important is the chef test everything. When you see one chef doesn't test his preparation, this is not good. But if he tests everything, that is good.
Because this is the only way to check the quality.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's important. The quality needs to be the same all the time, every time. This is how you sell one restaurant. In Zagreb, I have two restaurants. One it's a creperia, and one is bistro. In my creperia, I was, and with my bistro, I was number one on TripAdvisor to 800 restaurants, and for 3 years, number 3 on TripAdvisor to 800 restaurants in Zagreb. Not because I was better to another restaurant, but because with a simple food, you know, we have one sentence in France. To make simple is extremely complicated. To make simple good. And I will say is one big sentence of Paul Bocuse. And Paul Bocuse said, the modern kitchen and the traditional kitchen, you have just one, the good one. That's it.
Well, let's close with this amazing sentence. I trust you that we will eat some very great pancakes and quiche and galette here. Galette, I didn't even know. I always called them salty pancakes, actually.
We can make everything. This is what is fantastic with this product. We can make salty galette, sweet galette. We can make salty crepe. But it's another process. Voilà. Là, you don't put sugar inside, of course. If you put sugar and salty, it's nice, but it needs to be balanced. Voilà. But
Never too much of one spice, right?
no, never too much. It needs to be. What is very important is to make equilibre. When you take one bite, you need to feel every product. If you feel one product more to another one, it means the equilibre is not here. So this is what I'm lucky. For example, I'm very good for the test. This is my big strength. Everything what I did is if it's traditional, modern, I have this tongue incredible and this palate, you know. But I know my weakness. I'm not very good to make in 3-star Michelin, like a very sophisticated thing. I'm not good for that, but I'm very good technician. When my wife eat in my home, she's always, I make every birthday. Every time I say, okay, we go to a restaurant for the birthday, she says, oh, can you cook for us?
Okay.
So,
well, now we know where we're gonna come for birthdays. Mika, thank you very much.
thank you too. Thank you very much.
Tako vi, dragi gledalci, se pa le oglasite tukaj v Normi 23. Kot slišite, se bo marsikaj kuhalo in že sliši se izjemno okusno.
In vidimo se brzo.
Zdaj pa v oglase in potem nazaj v studio Figovec.